Most people believe that reaching an advanced age means health problems are simply unavoidable, but that's not the whole truth. In reality, nearly all deaths after 75 can be traced back to just a few major causes, many of which are preventable. The real danger? These risks often go unnoticed until they've already taken a toll, leaving fewer options for recovery. But the earlier you understand them, the more power you have to protect your health and extend your life. Here's the truth. Getting older doesn't automatically mean becoming weaker, slower, or sicker. Many of the most common health problems later in life are not a normal part of aging. They're the result of years of habits, choices, and overlooked warning signs. Change those patterns now, and you can rewrite your future. It's not about avoiding age, it's about aging well. In this video, we'll reveal the 5 most common threats to life after 75 responsible for the vast majority of fatalities in this age group. Some may be familiar, others may surprise you, but all of them share one thing in common. They don't have to dictate your future. These aren't just numbers on a chart, they're real people, real stories, and real opportunities to make a change. Stick with me until the end, because we'll not only uncover these dangers, but also share practical, achievable steps to reduce your risk. Small, consistent actions can keep you active, independent, and enjoying life well into your later years. The choices you make today could shape the health, strength, and freedom you enjoy tomorrow. Let's dive in. Number 1. Heart health. Heart problems continue to be the leading cause of death for people over 75, but many underestimate how much influence they have in preventing it. Your heart is essentially a muscle one that thrives when cared for and weakens when ignored. The danger is that heart decline often happens silently. Fatigue, shortness of breath, or a slower pace are too often dismissed as just getting older, when they can actually be early signs that your heart is struggling. Recognizing this difference can be the key to taking action before it's too late. One major driver of heart problems is high blood pressure. Over time, this silent force wears down your arteries and makes your heart work far harder than it should. You don't feel it, you don't see it until a heart attack or stroke suddenly stops life in its tracks. That's why regular checkups, even when you feel fine, are essential. Waiting for symptoms is like waiting for a fire alarm in a house that's already burning. Another serious factor is diet. Years of processed meals, excess salt, and unhealthy fats slowly clog blood vessels, making it harder for the heart to pump efficiently. But heart health isn't only about avoiding the wrong foods, it's also about choosing the right ones. Nutrient-rich fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats help keep your heart resilient. Without them, damage sets in faster than most people realize. Movement also plays a massive role. The heart was never designed for a sedentary lifestyle. When you stop being active, your circulation weakens, muscles shrink, and your heart misses out on the training it needs to stay strong. You don't need a gym membership. Simple daily walks, light stretching, or even gentle chair workouts can make a world of difference. The goal isn't perfection, it's consistency. Another often overlooked factor is stress. Chronic stress floods your body with hormones that can raise blood pressure, increase inflammation, and damage blood vessels over time. Practicing relaxation techniques, whether it's deep breathing, meditation, prayer, or hobbies you enjoy, can ease the strain on your heart and improve its long-term performance. Lastly, heart health is not just about adding years to your life, it's about adding quality to those years. The energy to play with your grandchildren, travel without fatigue, and live independently well into your later years comes from protecting your heart now. Number 2. Falls and injuries. After the age of 75, one of the most serious yet underestimated threats isn't an illness, it's the risk of falling. A single slip, a sudden dizzy spell, or an uneven surface can turn an ordinary day into a medical emergency. What might once have been just a bruise can now lead to a fractured hip, a head injury, or weeks in the hospital. The real danger lies in how quickly a fall can change a life. Loss of mobility, loss of independence, and in many cases, a decline that the body simply can't recover from as easily as before. Statistics reveal a sobering truth. Falls are among the leading causes of injury-related deaths for older adults. Millions of seniors end up in emergency rooms each year because of them. And for many, that one accident triggers a chain of events: surgery, immobility, infections, and sometimes the inability to live independently again. Part of the reason falls are so dangerous in later life is that strength, balance, and reflexes naturally decline with age. The changes are subtle, so subtle, you may not notice them until one unexpected moment sends you to the ground. Everyday activities like reaching for a high shelf, stepping onto a rug, or getting out of bed in the dark can become risky without warning. And when recovery is slower, even a minor injury can take months to heal. To make matters worse, fear of falling can actually increase your risk. After one close call, many seniors begin limiting their movement to stay safe. But inactivity causes muscles to weaken, balance to worsen, and coordination to decline, making falls more likely. It becomes a self-feeding loop that robs people of both strength and confidence. Breaking this cycle means staying active, even in small, manageable ways. Preventing falls is not only possible, it's often simple. Strength training, balance exercises, and light stretching can rebuild stability. Making the home safer, adding grab bars in bathrooms, improving lighting, using non-slip mats reduces hidden hazards. These adjustments may seem small, but together they can protect years of independence. Another often overlooked factor is the role of medications. Certain prescriptions can cause dizziness, drowsiness, or sudden drops in blood pressure. If you've ever stood up and felt your vision blur or your body sway, that's a red flag. Reviewing medications with your doctor and making careful adjustments can drastically reduce fall risk. Sometimes, even changing the time of day you take a pill can make a difference. Finally, preventing falls is not just about avoiding accidents, it's about protecting your ability to live freely. The ability to walk to the kitchen without fear, enjoy an afternoon stroll, or climb stairs without hesitation is a vital part of a fulfilling life. Taking proactive steps now isn't just about safety, it's an investment in years of movement, confidence, and independence ahead. Number 3. Respiratory health. Breathing is so effortless when our lungs are healthy that we rarely give it a second thought until the day it becomes difficult. With age, the lungs naturally lose some of their elasticity, and the muscles that support breathing grow weaker. This means that even mild respiratory issues can escalate quickly, turning what seems like a harmless cough into a serious condition. For those over 75, respiratory illnesses rank among the top causes of death, not because they can't be managed, but because symptoms are often ignored or mistaken for just getting older. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD), which includes conditions like emphysema and chronic bronchitis, is a leading culprit. Over time, inflammation narrows the airways and limits airflow, making each breath feel like a challenge. Persistent coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath are warning signs that should never be brushed aside. Too often, these red flags are dismissed until the condition becomes advanced, making it much harder to treat. Pneumonia presents another serious threat. For older adults, it's not just a bad chest cold, it can quickly become life-threatening. Age weakens the immune system, meaning a simple respiratory infection can overwhelm the body. Many hospital admissions in seniors are triggered by pneumonia, and recovery can be slow, sometimes leaving lasting weakness that affects overall independence. Environmental factors also play a bigger role than many realize. Years of exposure to air pollutants, secondhand smoke, or even indoor hazards like mold and pet dander can gradually damage lung tissue. For those already managing asthma or COPD, these irritants can intensify symptoms and trigger flare-ups. Simple changes improving ventilation, using air purifiers, or avoiding smoke-filled areas can make breathing easier and reduce complications. Physical activity is another powerful protector of lung health. Just as muscles strengthen with use, your lungs benefit from regular movement. Activities like brisk walking, light aerobics, or even breathing exercises expand lung capacity, help clear mucus, and keep oxygen flowing efficiently through the body. A sedentary lifestyle, on the other hand, can speed up lung decline and leave you more vulnerable to infections. Vaccinations are a preventive tool many underestimate. Annual flu shots and vaccines for pneumonia or other respiratory illnesses can dramatically lower the risk of severe complications. For someone over 75, avoiding a single bout of flu or pneumonia can mean avoiding weeks in the hospital or even saving their life. If you've made it this far and found these insights helpful, drop a comment saying number 3 so I know you're following along. And if you haven't already, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the rest of this series. Your support helps keep these important health topics coming to help you and others live longer, healthier lives. Number 4. Stroke awareness. A stroke strikes without warning, often changing a person's life in a matter of seconds. It remains one of the most common and devastating health threats for people over 75, yet many don't realize how much control they have in lowering their risk. The challenge is that a stroke rarely gives a second chance once it happens. The effects can be permanent. What surprises most people is that the majority of strokes, up to 80%, are preventable. That means your daily habits, medical checkups, and lifestyle choices can play a massive role in whether you remain independent or face a life-altering health crisis. A stroke occurs when blood flow to the brain is cut off, either by a blockage or a ruptured blood vessel. Within minutes, brain cells begin to die, and the longer oxygen is deprived, the more extensive the damage. Some strokes cause minor symptoms like temporary confusion or slight weakness, while others leave lasting disabilities, paralysis, speech loss, or full dependence on caregivers. In the worst cases, they are fatal. High blood pressure is one of the most dangerous contributors to stroke risk. Over years, it weakens blood vessels and increases the chance of rupture or blockage. The danger is that it's often symptomless, allowing it to silently damage the body until a sudden event occurs. That's why regular blood pressure checks are not optional, they're essential. Irregular heart rhythms, especially atrial fibrillation (AFib), are another hidden risk. Many older adults have it without realizing, and when the heart beats unevenly, blood clots can form. If one of those clots travels to the brain, a stroke can happen instantly. Routine heart screenings and treatment can significantly cut this risk. Lifestyle plays a powerful role too. Diets high in salt, processed foods, and unhealthy fats can raise blood pressure and cholesterol, both of which increase stroke likelihood. In contrast, nutrient-dense foods like vegetables, berries, and whole grains, paired with regular movement, help keep blood flowing efficiently. Even light activities like walking, gardening, or gentle stretching can make a real difference. Mini strokes, or transient ischemic attacks (TIA), are a critical warning sign. They may cause temporary numbness, weakness, vision problems, or slurred speech that resolves in minutes. But they should never be ignored. Getting immediate medical attention after a TIA can often prevent a full-blown stroke. One factor that's often overlooked is hydration. Thickened blood due to dehydration can increase clotting risk, particularly in older adults who may not feel thirst as strongly. Drinking enough water throughout the day supports healthy circulation and helps reduce stroke risk. Preventing a stroke is about more than avoiding a single medical emergency. It's about protecting your independence, mobility, and quality of life. By staying vigilant with your health, making small but consistent lifestyle changes, and responding immediately to warning signs, you can greatly improve your chances of avoiding this life-changing event. If you've read this far and gained value from it, type number 4 in the comments so I know you're still with me. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications. Your support allows us to keep sharing life-saving information that empowers you to take control of your health. Number 5. Cognitive decline and related complications. One of the most heartbreaking realities of aging is the gradual loss of memory, reasoning, and independence. Cognitive decline doesn't happen. Overnight, it creeps in slowly, making small changes that are easy to dismiss at first. But as the years pass, those small lapses turn into something more serious. The ability to manage daily tasks, recognize familiar faces, or make sound decisions begins to fade. For many, it's not just an inconvenience, it becomes life-threatening. Dementia and Alzheimer's disease don't just affect the mind, they put the entire body at risk. As cognitive function declines, so does the ability to take care of one's own health. Simple things like remembering to take medications, eating balanced meals, or recognizing symptoms of an illness become increasingly difficult. Many seniors with dementia forget to drink enough water, leading to dangerous dehydration. Others may eat too little or too much, causing nutritional deficiencies or weight gain that increases the risk of other serious conditions. One of the biggest dangers is accidents. Forgetting to turn off the stove, leaving the door unlocked at night, or wandering outside in unsafe conditions. These are all risks that can become deadly as cognitive decline progresses. For many seniors, this leads to a tragic reality: losing their independence. They may no longer be able to live alone safely, and without proper care, their health declines even faster. The scariest part? Many people don't realize they're experiencing cognitive decline until it is already advanced. Early signs such as forgetting names, struggling to follow conversations, or misplacing important items are often brushed off as just getting older, but in reality, these are warning signs that your brain is changing. The sooner you take action, the better your chances of slowing progression and maintaining a sharp, healthy mind for years to come. One of the best ways to protect your brain is to stay mentally active. Just like the muscles in your body, the brain needs exercise to stay strong. Reading, learning new skills, doing puzzles, or even having deep conversations keeps your brain engaged and reduces the risk of decline. Here's something many people overlook. Physical exercise is just as important for brain health as mental activity. Movement increases blood flow to the brain, which helps protect memory and cognitive function. Another key factor is social interaction. Loneliness and isolation speed up mental decline dramatically. Having regular conversations, meeting with friends, and staying engaged with a community can literally help keep your brain sharper, longer. Diet also plays a major role. Omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and vitamins found in foods like leafy greens, berries, and nuts help protect against cognitive decline. On the other hand, too much processed food, sugar, and unhealthy fats contribute to brain inflammation, increasing dementia risk. A healthy brain starts with a healthy body, and the choices you make today can shape how well you think and function in the years ahead. Losing cognitive function is not an inevitable part of aging. By taking the right steps, keeping your mind and body active, staying socially engaged, and making smart dietary choices, you can significantly reduce your risk. Your brain is just like any other part of your body. The more you take care of it, the stronger it stays. Imagine sitting with your grandchildren years from now, sharing stories from your youth, remembering every detail, every laugh, every lesson. Imagine still driving safely, managing your own finances, cooking your favorite meals, and enjoying the freedom to make your own choices. That future is possible not through luck, but through the decisions you make today. Protecting your mind now means preserving those priceless moments later. Call to action. Don't wait for warning signs to appear. Start today by feeding your brain the right nutrients, challenging your mind with new skills, staying physically active, and surrounding yourself with a supportive social network. Your future self and your loved ones will thank you for it. Before we close, pause for a moment and reflect on the 5 key risks we've explored: heart problems, dangerous falls, breathing complications, stroke, and mental decline. Together, they account for the vast majority of deaths after the age of 75. But here's the truth: they're not an unavoidable part of growing older. What many people overlook is just how much influence they have over their own health. Sadly, the realization often comes too late. The reality is that small, steady choices made today can lead to more years of energy, mental clarity, and independence. Avoiding conversations about aging won't make these risks disappear, but facing them head-on can change your future. The advantage is this: knowledge gives you the upper hand. Recognizing early warning signs, taking preventive measures, and making your health a daily priority can help you focus on strength and vitality instead of fear. Think about your own routines. Could you eat a little better? Move a bit more? Stay up to date with medical checkups? Stay socially engaged and mentally active? You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Every small, positive change can set you on a healthier path. Your well-being is your most valuable asset at this stage of life. Guard it fiercely, and you can continue to enjoy moments with loved ones, maintain independence, and live free from many preventable health problems. Each day is a fresh opportunity to invest in your future self. We'd love to hear from you. What's one change you're inspired to make starting today? Share it in the comments below. Your insights might encourage someone else to take that first step. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Your engagement helps us bring you more content designed to inform, inspire, and support your health journey.